Okay, come on, come on. I can do it. Woo! Yeah. Hello, welcome to Joyful Noise Learning. Hey friends, I'm Ashley. This is a bonus video this week, and I'm so excited because my good friend Megan over at Pennies and Salt invited me and a few other ladies to join her in doing a series on how to make learning fun, or how we make learning fun. And I'm so glad I got to join this collab today. Megan is a former teacher, and she always has amazing creative ideas for teaching your own kids. And she's got really good input on resources and curriculum, just lots of good stuff over on her channel. You want to go check her out. Also, you want to check out the playlist after this video for the other ladies who are sharing different ways to make learning fun. Ooh, breathe. Today in this video, I'm talking about read alouds. We're talking about how to make read alouds fun. And guys, I tried doing the hold the mug thing in my last video and I discovered it's just not my thing. I can't talk without moving my hands. So no mug again today in this video. And probably there won't ever be a mug again. I love read alouds. It's been a part of my family and me and the kids in our homeschool for several years now, or basically ever since we started. And so read alouds has been a part of our daily routine for the last several years. And when I say read alouds, I don't just mean like chapter books. I think picture books are included in that too. Picture books during our read aloud time is still very much a part of our homeschool, as you can see behind me here. And I had so many library books this last visit that they didn't fit on my shelf here. So there's books in here, there's books behind me here. I've got picture books up there. One of those piles needs to go back to the library today. I'll get that taken care of. And yes, my youngest still shoves picture books in my face on a daily basis and says,
"Can you read this, Mommy?"
He actually even wrote a song recently. They're just playing around, just sitting around waiting for me to read to them. And he wrote a song on, "Mommy, can you read me a book?" Oh my gosh. Read alouds can easily become a drag.
Pa went on playing softly in the starlight. His fiddle sang to her sweetly and happily. He thought she was a good little girl. At last Laura could bear it no longer. She slid out of bed and her bare feet stole across the cool earthen floor.
It doesn't have to be a drag. It doesn't have to be a have to. Read aloud time should be something that you want to do or you get to do. So I want to talk today about how to make it fun. And hopefully you're probably already doing a lot of these things. So if you are, please give this video a like and then share in the comments maybe some other ideas that I might have missed here that you guys use in your homes. So yeah, let us know. Let's talk about it in the comments, how we make reading aloud fun. All right, my tip number one for making read aloud time fun is to include snacks, breakfast or lunch or treat, or like even a special drink like hot chocolate, or maybe you guys are a tea family, or maybe you're a coffee family and you let your kids drink coffee. That's up to you. No judgment. We don't do that. I've been doing this for a long time. We do read alouds mostly either during breakfast or during lunch. Mostly because it's a nice trick, especially when your kids are younger, that keeps their mouths busy and keeps their hands busy and they're focused and they don't interrupt and they can listen quietly. It also helps them associate being read to or hearing stories with something good, you know, like food or treats or something. Even just something simple like a bag of popcorn is a lot of fun too. We do that sometimes. Kind of like, you know, when you go to a movie theater and you get that popcorn bag and you add butter on it and you just smell that popcorn and it makes you think of going to, you know, a fantastical land and escaping your real life for a moment into a movie. So just like we can associate that with movies, we could associate that with reading aloud, because it's almost the same thing. It's escaping your own life and it's enjoying somebody else's story and worlds that were created, whether they're fictional or not fiction. And those smells and those tastes can kind of transport you there as your kids get older and they're making these memories. All right, number two, this is probably not new, but if you haven't heard it, you're welcome. Have activities ready for kids to do with their hands. So you can either keep their mouths busy or you can keep their hands busy with some quiet activities that they can do while they listen. This has definitely saved my read aloud time, and it makes it fun too. And again, more enjoyable, because if they're just sitting there still in a chair trying to listen and they can't, and then they interrupt or they get up and move, or they're loud and noisy, then you're yelling at your kids. You have to stop reading and you have to yell at them to be quiet and sit down, and why aren't you listening? And you just turn into mean mom. Yes, I've done it. Maybe we've all been there. We've all been there. Let's just admit it right now. You don't have to have those moments every time you read aloud, because again, they're going to associate reading aloud with, torture and suffering when mom yells at me. But if they're doing something quietly with their hands, they can keep them busy and they'll be able to listen a little bit better. So some of our family's favorite activities to do during that time is drawing. You don't have to get anything fancy. Just a spiral notebook, 99 cents at the store, and a pencil, and some of my kids are perfectly fine with that. They'll sit and draw for a while they listen. Or you could get them some nice pens and papers and pencils, and so they have something nice to use just during read aloud time, not any other time during the day, but you can make it special during the read aloud time. The other things that are great for the little ones is the magnets, the magnet toys. We pull those out sometimes. We've had these for a while. We like the Kiva blocks. The kids like to build things with them or create things with them, and then they play with them with their little toy cars. You could do that. My kids love Play-Doh. That's always a great one. Kinetic sand is okay if you get a nice tray and you're doing it at the table and you don't mind a little bit of a mess, or you have kids that can contain it. Snap ships is actually another one of our favorites. My husband discovered these last year, and we got a few for our kids for Christmas, and now they just get one new one every birthday or Christmas as well. And those have been really fun toys that they build together, and then once they finish building it, they can play with it. They're very similar to Legos, but the pieces are specific for creating ships and vehicles that look like space, alien things. So my boys and my girl really do enjoy playing with the snap ships. And you can get a fun drawing book that they can look at and copy from while they're listening and drawing. So little like cartoon characters are fun to do. I'll link to a few below in the description, some of our favorite drawing books that my kids have used. Okay, number 3, for another way to make read alouds fun, this is one of my favorites, is to read in other places. So traditionally we can do it in our living rooms or around the kitchen table is usually where it happens, right? But sometimes you might be able to change it up just a little bit and do it in a different place. Some of our favorite places is in the backyard when it's nice weather. Get a big blanket, go in the backyard and read, and it's awesome. Sometimes a change of scenery is just a little more fun, and it's another memory making time. I know for some kids, they like routine and the change of scenery could be not helpful, but for others, it can be helpful, and it actually helps them focus and enjoy it a little bit more. So it's something new and different and fun. So I can definitely relate to that. That's my kind of personality. So yes, and other places you could go to the park, a local park, or a local place that you hike. You could hike for a little bit and then stop at a creek or a pond or something, lay out your blanket, and then do your read aloud time there. Number 4 for making read aloud fun is, oh, this is gonna be fun. Do you guys want me to share this one? I don't know if you're gonna like it. Some of you are. Some of you aren't gonna like it. All right, number 4 is to read with the voices. You've gotta try it, guys. You've gotta try it. This is one of my favorite things about reading aloud. I love for the dialogue, or even the narrator could have its own voice. And then for your dialogue, you try to give each character a different voice. The best things that I've done for this is, you can have a higher pitch for a younger kid, like I'm a little kid and I have a high voice. Or you could have a lower pitch when you have to be a man and you are a strong, stern, big, burly man. I tried to be an old woman, and this old woman was very kind and nice. Yes, I can see that, Duck. This is nice, isn't it, Bear? I was asleep, Duck. Good morning, Bear. Huh? Oh yes. Good morning, Duck. And it doesn't have to be filled with accents, but I have a fun time learning new accents in order to read the stories to my kids. And the best tool for this is on YouTube. So you just type in how to do an Irish accent, or how to do a Southern accent, how to do an English accent. It's endless. There's so many fun accents out there that I love learning. And the fun thing about this is it doesn't have to be perfect. You're not doing an audition tape to go try to be on a movie or something. You're just doing it for your kids, and nobody is recording you. Nobody else is gonna see it. You can make a fool of yourself and they're gonna love it. And really, guys, sometimes the more, bigger or foolish you feel, the better they enjoy it. Sometimes my kids don't like it. They get mad at me when I do a Southern accent. I don't know why. I haven't figured out why. Oh, you could talk like you're from England, and I don't have a very good English accent. My French accent, ho 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 ho, I'm the Frenchman. My French accent's bad. It's very bad. I won't do that again, I'm sorry. Well, I did look up how to do an Irish accent, and I practiced this a bit. A wee bit of honey at the end of the pot. Point is, try to do the voices for your characters, and your kids will have a lot of fun with that. And finally, my last encouragement for how to make Read Alouds fun is to pick books that you enjoy. Because when you're reading about topics or characters that you are into, your kids are gonna ride along with you in that as well. And they're gonna have fun getting into that story, or whether it's fictional or not fiction, they wanna enjoy it if you are enjoying it. So if you're not having fun, then they're not gonna have fun. So that's a good way to gauge if it's a good book or not. And if you need to let go of the book, then that's okay, let it go. You know, I have friends, they talk about like Lord of the Rings characters or The Hobbit, and they really, really love getting into Middle Earth and traveling there as if, as if you're actually going there. So I love hearing about that from some of my friends, and we love talking about that, and we know that our kids are just going along on this journey with us. All right, so in the comments below, let me know any of these that you already do. I hope you're doing some of these already. Let me know what you're not doing yet and that you need to try adding into your Read Aloud time to make it fun. Any of these resources I've got and a lot of these ideas I got from the Read Aloud family and the Read Aloud Revival podcast, both by Sarah Mackenzie. You can check her out as well for any more Read Aloud tips and just great resources for that. If you have not subscribed, please consider subscribing. I would love to see you here on a regular basis. I love chatting with you guys here in this space. You rock at homeschooling. Go find his joy among the noise. All the noise out there, so much noise. Find his joy, and I will see you in the next video. Oh my gosh, this hurts. Ow. Ow. I can't feel my legs. It hurts. Ah! Why do I do this on my knees? Ouch! Oh, come on. I'm gonna sit down now. Okay. Oh my gosh, that hurts. Okay. Okay, and fine. I said okay again.